Be honest, you are addicted to your phone and you have no idea how to quit. Those people who seem to have the perfect life, perfect house, perfect everything, and it was dragging me down, making me feel insecure and inadequate. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into a topic, phone and social media abuse. Be honest, you are addicted to your phone and you have no idea how to quit. Me too. How something as small as this little device in our hands can take over so much of our time and energy. But I have figured out some ways to help me break free from that cycle, and I want to share them with you today. First thing first, why is this even a big deal? Phones and social media are amazing. We have to acknowledge that. They connect us to friends, keep us updated on what's happening in the world, and let us share our lives in ways that were not possible before. But there is a flip side. Sometimes they turn into this source of stress, negativity, and even harm. Maybe you have felt that too, like your phones is running your life instead of the other way around. And when I say abuse here, I don't just mean someone being mean to you online. I'm also talking about the sneaky ways it creeps in, like that constant urge to check your notifications or the anxiety you feel when you see everyone else's perfect post. I have been doing some serious self-reflection about this lately because honestly, I was starting to see it in my own life. I'll be out with friends, having a great time, but part of me was still glued to my phone, thinking about who might have texted me or what I was missing online. It hit me one day when I was at dinner with some of my closest people, and instead of being fully there, laughing and catching up, I was sneaking peeks at my screen under the table. I was like, this isn't okay. I'm prioritizing this thing over the people I love. That was a wake-up call for me, and it made me want to dig deeper into how I could take back control. So let's talk about what abuse really means in this context. Like I said, it's not always someone harassing you, though that happens and it's often. Sometimes it's more subtle. It's that nagging feeling that you have to check your phone every 5 minutes, even when you don't want to. It's the way social media can make you feel like you are not enough because everyone else looks like they have got it on together. It's the pressure to post the right picture, say the right thing, or keep up this image that doesn't even feel like you anymore. Alright, so what can we actually do about it? I have been trying out a bunch of things and I want to share what have worked for me. One of the biggest game changers has been setting boundaries. I know it's so simple, like, oh, just put the phone down, easy peasy, but it's harder than it seems. Our phones are designed to keep us hooked with all those little dings and notifications pulling us back in. So I started small. One thing I have done is create phone-free zones in my house. For example, my bedroom, total no phone zone now. I used to scroll in bed every night before I finally asleep. And let me tell you, my sleep was terrible because of it. Now I leave my phone in the kitchen or living room when I head to bed. It's been amazing how much calmer I feel at night. I have also made my dining table a phone-free zone, whether I'm eating alone or with someone else. I try to keep my phone in another room. Even when I'm working, I have started putting my phone on silence and leaving it across the room, so I'm not tempted to grab it. It's not perfect. I still slip up sometimes, but those little boundaries have helped me feel way more present in my own life. Another thing I have been working on is curating my social media. This one is huge. I realized a while back that I was following a ton of accounts that just didn't make me feel good. You know the ones, those people who seem to have the perfect life, perfect house, perfect everything, and you are over here like, oh, I just spilled coffee on my shirt for the 3rd time this week. It was dragging me down, making me feel insecure and honestly kind of inadequate. So I went through my list and started unfollowing. I asked myself, does this account inspire me or stress me out? If it was the latter, I hit that unfollow button. Now my face is full of stuff that actually lifts me up. It makes scrolling feel less like a chore and more like a choice. And here is a big one I want to say. Don't be afraid to take a break. Seriously, just step away. I used to think I had to stay connected all the time. Like if I didn't check Facebook for a day, I'd miss something life-changing. But you know what? The world keeps turning. I took a weekend trip a while ago and decided to leave my phone behind for most of it. I'd check it once or twice a day just to make sure nothing urgent was up, but otherwise it stayed in my bag or at home. And honestly, it was liberating. I went for walks, talked to people, ate meals without snapping a picture first. So now let's talk about something we all know but don't always admit. Social media is a highlight reel. People post their best moments, the vacations, the promotions, the cute coffee days, blah 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 blah. They're not showing you the fight they had with their partner 5 minutes before or the fact that they cried in the car that morning. I used to catch myself comparing myself to everyone else's curated perfection, and it left me feeling like I was falling behind. But here's the thing. It's not a fair comparison. Everyone is on their own journey, and social media is just a tiny, shiny silver of that. Remembering that has helped me let go of a lot of that pressure. That's bring me to something else I have been thinking about, the performative side of social media. We are always crafting this version of ourselves. Picking the right angle, the right caption is so exhausting. I started noticing how much energy I was putting into projecting this image online, and it was stressing me out. I just spent 20 minutes debating whether a post was good enough instead of just sharing what I actually wanted to say. So I have been trying to shift that. I'm working on being more real, posting stuff that feels authentic to me, even if it's not polished or picture perfect. Another trick I have picked up is being more mindful about how I use my phone. It's not just what I'm looking at, but why and how. I have been started asking myself, okay, why am I picking this up right now? What do I want from it? A lot of times the answer is just boredom or procrastination, like I'm avoiding a task I don't want to do. And that's fine every now and then. We are human. But being aware of it helps me catch myself before I fall down a 3-hour rabbit hole. I've also started paying attention to how I feel after I have been on social media. Do I close the app feeling inspired and connected, or do I feel drained, anxious, and kind of blah 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 blah? That has been a game changer for me. If I notice it's the second one too often, I know it's time to tweak something. Maybe unfollow a few more accounts or cut my screen time for the day. And one more thing, because this is super important. If you are dealing with actual harassment or cyberbullying online, please don't brush it out. I know it's easy to think, oh, it's just the internet, I'll get over it. But that stuff can really mess with you. If that is happening to you, know that you are not alone. And you don't have to deal with it by yourself. Talk to a friend you trust, a family member, or even a professional if you need to. There are also resources out there like hotline or online support groups that can help. No one deserves to feel attacked, online or off, and you have got every right to protect yourself. So that's where I'm at with all this. It's been a journey for sure, and I'm still figuring it out. But these little steps, setting boundaries, curating my feed, taking breaks, being real, they have made such a difference in how I feel about my phone and social media. I would love to hear from you guys though. What do you do to keep this stuff in check? Have you tried anything that has worked? Drop it in the comments below. And if you like this video, give it a like, hit that subscribe button. It seriously means so much to me and keeps me motivated to keep chatting with you on. Thanks for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye!